So, I went down to the subway, down to the metro, as I like to say, and I drew some pictures. So here we are again, my old stomping ground, the moving metal tube. Right, this guy, dropping pencil. This guy is one half of a very annoying, sickening couple who are like touching each other, kissing, doing gross stuff. I don't approve. I don't like it. But I drew the male half of this couple because I don't draw many beards, and he had a decent beard. Plus, he was the only person on the train I think who wouldn't turn on and catch me. So he was too busy looking at his girlfriend. So dialing in some of the details on his beard. I really need to practice more the shape of the skull, designing that better. It's tough. As many people as you draw, you will never be perfect. You'll never be able to perfectly emulate reality unless you're drawing from a photograph and you take 2 months to do it. So life drawing is great. It's a good thing to do. I put in his arm. Looks like an abstract shape at this point. A little more shading. I remember adding some blush to his cheeks, some nice blush from looking at his girlfriend being so in love. Do I sound sick? I sound like I'm sick of it? Because I am. Adding some hair to the back of his head. Some shapes. Yeah, on the left, if you're interested, these are some drafts of the Illuminati character. The main Illuminati dude. I'm trying to design him, trying to figure out what he's going to look like. What it's going to be like for the characters to fight him. Yeah. Watch Hip Hop RPG, basically, is what I'm trying to say. After that, I moved to another train, did a transfer, and this woman sat in front of me with long black hair. And she had kind of a flat face. So flat that her hair almost obscured her nose and mouth. So I wanted to get that down. But I had a feeling that I wasn't going to have that much time to draw her, and I was right. I didn't. Because she only stayed on the train for like 3 stops. That's all I had. All the time that I had to get this in, get the details in. So I rushed through the skull. I did a pretty good job. I noticed what I usually do is I'll exaggerate certain features of the skull because I tend to naturally make the head smaller. Another good thing about life drawing is that you draw so much that you know what your strengths and weaknesses are. Like I can draw the distance between eyes and nose and mouth pretty well, but the skull, back of the head, hair, and all that stuff is difficult for me still. Alright, I'm swapping between my this is I believe a 6B Stapler pencil, which is very soft, very it just gives out a lot of the graphite. It's almost like using charcoal at some points. As you can see right here, the way I'm shading, this stuff comes out really fast. Doing this all in the Moleskine sketchbook, my favorite thing to draw in, actually. Her face is not nearly as flat in my drawing, actually. But this drawing right here is the basis for the rest of the video. The drawings I'm going to do in the rest of the video, I'll be showing you. Manipulating this drawing, making it look weird a little bit, which is what I do. I take something real, then make it a little bit twisted, a little more abstract. So I dissected the body of this drawing to make it resemble this one more closely. The drawing of a dude, some old dude that I did in a coffee shop. If you want to see more of those images, follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. You'll get more links to that. Here's a brighter look at the drawing I did of the dude. and then back to the girl. Now, I went to the National Gallery of Art, and there was an exhibit on Piero di Cosimo. Now, Piero di Cosimo is an Italian Renaissance painter. Lived from the age of 1462, the year 1462 to 1522. So he was a pretty old painter, Renaissance. Kind of, I'd consider him kind of a romanticism painter. Like, you just, things are kind of ideal, and his painting is super imaginative. Very saturated colors. I was told to check out this exhibition, so I went somewhat reluctantly. I wasn't super pleased with what I saw. This stuff is starting to look too normal to me, too ordinary. All these Renaissance paintings with all the Jesus figures and stuff in them. So I sat down on a bench and I started drawing the people around me, which was much more interesting than watching the painting. Seeing people stop, looking at their patterns. Like, do some people read the stuff on the wall before they look at the painting? Do they read it afterwards? Do they read it at all? How long do they look at it? I like watching that sort of stuff. So I drew one of the old ladies from one of the mythical illustrative paintings he did. I forget what the myth was. Yes, I believe it was a painting based on the poet Ovid, who I think was Italian. I could be totally making that up. Go look it up yourself. I might be right, I might be wrong. I like that one a lot. This panel in this woman's arm is kind of cool. The rest of them are kind of, I think I just rushed through them. But here's an outside look, the good lighting, at what I ended up doing in that museum. Yeah. So more weird drawings, more stuff in the subway / metro. Thanks for watching as usual. More drawings to come. Follow me on the Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff, on the Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.